Good evening. I'm Lee McDonald, Director of Counseling, Health, and Wellness for the district. I'd like to welcome you to the asynchronous portion of the class of 2022 College Planning Night. Happy New Year. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well during these unprecedented times. Tonight's presentation will be posted on the district website under Departments, Counseling, High School Counseling, College Admissions. Additionally, you should have received Zoom links to counselor breakout sessions. These sessions will occur for High School North on Wednesday, January 6th at 7 p.m. and for High School South on Thursday, January 7th at 7 p.m. To say that the college admissions landscape has been upended over the last few years would be an understatement. Between pending litigation regarding admissions practices to the college admissions scandal to the COVID-19 pandemic, these situations have forced colleges and universities to rethink their admissions practices, to re-emphasize what is important and what is not. To that end, the Graduate School of Education at Harvard University, as part of their Making Caring Common project, which is essentially a consortium of 360 institutions across the United States, put out this statement this fall with regards to the admissions process, understanding that students across the country and the world are experiencing many uncertainties and challenges during the COVID-19 pandemic, and that there's a commitment on their end to level the playing field, to provide a more equitable college admissions process. And that's something that had been attempting to do over the last few years as they've recognized the many needed changes for the admissions process. So to that end, I'm going to speak to some of those components, some of those changes, but understand that this is a moving target at best, and that as a counseling staff, we are here to guide you through this process and keep you posted on changes which will ultimately impact the class of 2022. With regards to grading practices, this is a statement that was posted in our common applications for our students. This was required of school districts to explain any changes in their grading practices last spring at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Essentially, our grading practices didn't change, though certainly there was could have been some inflation with grades in the spring, which for the class of 2022 would be the spring of their sophomore year. I don't expect that this will impact their admissions process in any negative fashion. Fortunately for us, we're able to reopen our schools in September and return to our traditional grading practices as of September. Again, I think we're well positioned as a district to support our students through the admissions process with regards to their grades. College admissions assessments, again, this is also a moving target, to say the least. Many schools and universities are test optional for the class of 2021. We expect that this trend will likely continue for the class of 2022. As of December 2020, there were over 1,600 schools that had done so, essentially waiving the requirement for the SAT or ACT score or subject tests, AP exams, and whatnot. As a district, we're going to continue to try to find ways to offer SAT and ACT heading into the spring of 2021 and certainly into the fall, where we can do so and keep our students safe while administering those exams. Extracurricular activities, it's certainly understandable that potential internship opportunities, summer jobs, camp experiences, classes, other meaningful engagement may have been canceled or altered. They recognize that, and as school counselors, we recognize that. As admissions officers, that's certainly very apparent. But there also may be new opportunities that are out there for students to think about and consider. To that end, they're not going to be penalized for having that, blip on their radar, so to speak, with regards to their resume or extracurricular activities that they're submitting. When it comes to the admissions essay, that had certainly become a more important component of the application in the last few years. I think even more so now, as students get an opportunity to voice their perspective and experiences as part of their admissions application. But that end, we want students to be conscious of the COVID fatigue. And what that means is that, in short, everybody has been impacted in some capacity, but that certainly shouldn't be the sole focus of that essay. But we will continue to offer free workshops for our students for the class of 2022 that'll occur in late spring or summer. We'll put out that information to guide you through that process as we always have done. So final thoughts. At the end of the day, I'd like for each and every student and parent to kind of put aside the different components of the application. And we'll discuss those more in greater detail down the road as you get closer to submitting your application in the fall. We will have another admissions night for the class of 2022 in the early fall to kind of really dive deep into the nuts and bolts of the application. For now, focus on what you can control, certainly recognizing what's been lost, but think about those opportunities that lie ahead. Embrace what's within your control. There's a lot of things that are outside of our control and that we tend to worry about, and that's everyone. But we have to focus on what we can control, including certainly your academic record. The great news is you're in a phenomenal district that's well regarded, that has a strong instructional and curriculum program for our students. So our students are well positioned to navigate the admissions perspective from the academic standpoint. Continue to trust the advice of the college admissions officers that you come in contact as admissions reps host virtual visits during the spring, and certainly lean on your school counselors for advice. They're well informed. They stay in touch with the admissions officers, in touch with what's happening in the admissions landscape as of date. Acknowledge the unknown and unknowable. There's many things, as I said before, we're not quite sure where this is going for the class of 2022, but right now focus on doing the research, looking at different schools when possible, certainly keeping safety in mind, visiting schools, taking advantage of the many virtual days that are out there, the virtual admissions college fairs that are also available and will continue to be available. More importantly, take care of yourself and your loved ones. That's really important as we head into the spring and the remaining months of the winter season. Self-care is of utmost importance. Just want to highlight a couple upcoming admissions events. The National Association of College Admissions Counseling College Fairs are a great resource. You can go to this website and you can also go to the website for the New Jersey Association of College Admissions Counseling webpage. They both will have upcoming virtual fairs this spring. We highly encourage our students to take advantage of those opportunities. The same thing goes with our rep visits that will occur virtually through this spring. There's through your students' Naviance accounts, you can actually sign up, and we encourage you to take advantage of those to connect with admissions reps and to ask them questions about the admissions process and certainly their particular schools along the way. These are a few references. These are also great websites if you want to take a look at those in your spare time. To that end, I want to wish you all the best of luck and understand that we are here for you during this process. Please make sure that you attend your individual council breakout sessions. Again, Wednesday, January 6th, 7 p.m. for High School North. Thursday, January 7th for High School South. You should have received a link in your email account. Be well and stay safe. Thank you very much.